I don't know if there's any other girls out there like this, but my type is not what I get.
Why is he supposed to spoil you and treat you and do all these things for you? He doesn't even know you.
I think I didn't find my husband yet because all the women expectations is really having the men go into a hole. Because who the hell is y'all to say y'all want a man that makes $500,000 a year?
Women can do everything that a man can do, according to feminism. Well, shut up and do it. Start approaching these men the way men have been approaching women for thousands of years. And while you're at it, like the video, share the video with somebody you want to see on the other side of this dating game. Now let's laugh at these complaining ass broads.
I made a post, it said accountability is black women's biggest ops. Some girl got in my comments and was like, oh, well, black women are more accountable than men. And I said, well, this comment just contradicted your point, because instead of acknowledging what I'm saying and who I'm talking about, you're deflecting about niggas who ain't even part of the motherfucking conversation. She ended up deleting the comment.
Of course she did. She mad she don't got no man. And she looking at you and saying to herself, this is the kind of girl that my man, if I had one, would mess with. How does that make any sense, fellas? They don't make no sense. Stop expecting them to.
When a man is with a pretty woman, he becomes 30% more attractive to other women, just because he's with a hot woman. And that is why an ugly man is more prone to cheat. Don't ever date, engage, or marry an ugly man. And an ugly man is a man that feels like he's ugly. And let me explain. When you're a 10 and you go for an ugly man, he will actually start to have self-esteem. Now, rather than cherishing you and understanding that he got lucky with you, he will start to believe that he can get other 10s.
Couple of things to unpack here. So you're so attractive, you go for an ugly man. But why would you go for an ugly man? Because the good looking niggas cheat on you too. So what's wrong with you that don't nobody want to stay faithful to you?
It is my responsibility as a wife to make sure my husband leaves my presence full. That every cup that I am supposed to fill is full. The intimacy cup, full. The emotional connection, full. The joy, laughter, and peace, full. Spiritual bond, full. Friendship cup, full. I am pouring into him consistently on a daily basis, so that when he leaves my presence, a compliment or a look of endearment won't move him. He is overflowing. He is in abundance of everything that he needs. That's my responsibility. See, this is where we make the mistake. You're married to me. You shouldn't be looking anywhere else. I'm your wife. But sis, if you are not filling up his cup, he is a human. Just like if you ain't getting love from your husband, you're not getting complimented, and then you go to Walmart and John checking your receipt, talking about, hey, you looking good, smelling good, give you that compliment, you feel a little butterfly. You feel that way because you ain't getting it at home.
Look at all that goddamn makeup. The problem is she didn't figure this out 20 years ago when she was still young and fresh, and she didn't have to kick on all that makeup. I mean, it's great that you learned it now. Your best bet is that maybe you can join somebody's couple and apply those principles to that, but
I can't find the right joint. Toes fucked up. Credit score ain't good. You ain't got no job. You don't know when to go home. I can't go to your house. If I go to your house, it's uncomfortable. Yo, pardon my kids. Yo, it's just too much. I'm looking.
The majority of black women are not queens. You are paid government agents. You are empowered, but not in the way that you think. You teamed up with the government via government assistance, child support, legal filings, and they weaponized you against your own community and your own men. They sold you on being strong and independent, but really they just isolated you and set you up for further manipulation and failure.
that is not true. You need to stop hating on our black... Is Becky round? What about Consuelo, Maria and them? Ling Ling, you... No? Chin Chin.
Does anybody else think it's low-key unethical that your boss is still making you work during the end times? Like, what chapter of the Bible are we living in?
Hoes always want to fake go to the scriptures. You lazy bitch, give him some. He won't make you work no more. Golly, these bras. Play the song for this chick, please.
You know, like it's
Dumb
Civil War.
chick.
If you live in California or like LA or Orange County and you see
Lonely and
I'm not
dumb
complaining.
chick.
It's just hard because when I finish like a project,
You could have been married in your 20s, but you had to be a lonely and dumb chick.
He knows that I know that I'm gonna see it in the morning, that we both know. But he's sending it to me at 10 p.m. and I'm like,
One way that women lie is by omission. What do I mean by this? when she says that it wasn't like that and he was a friend from high school. It wasn't just a friend. She's not telling you all of the facts. She's lying by keeping out certain information to supposedly protect you. But what it really is so when she gets caught hanging out behind your back with said person, then it wasn't like that. Women will also lie by omission because they cannot keep up with all of the lies and all of the different men and all of the situationships. I promise you, the majority of women that are in talking stages or hooking up with a man, it wasn't just nothing. The problem was that she expected it to turn into a relationship and it didn't. Stop allowing these women to tell you that it wasn't like that, that he was just a friend, because she will end up with her work husband and likely end up either having an emotional affair or actually physically cheating on you. So when she tells you that she's going on that girls' trip, make sure that that girls' trip doesn't include the girls' boyfriends and their friends. When she's going out for girls' night and having just drinks, ask her who else is going to be there, because I can guarantee you 3 months down the road when she's telling a story and she's forgotten the lie by omission, she's going to admit to you that there was a guy there or guys there that she's either been entertaining or still talks to behind your back.
I just gotta stop her right there. This is sounding more and more like a horror movie. No wonder brothers don't want to get married. Golly. Are there any good women out there?
That's a big negatory there, good buddy.
What comes first, your kids or your spouse? The answer biblically is your spouse. If you have a once in a lifetime type of love, respect, appreciation, adoration, all of these different things, and you mean to tell me that I have to choose between my husband or my children? I'm sorry, I am choosing my husband every single time because I can have more children. And if I can't, at least I have my partner for the rest of my life or the rest of our lives. Not to say that that's going to make it easy. Not to say that grieving wouldn't be a thing. Not to say that I probably wouldn't regret it and rethink it and all of these different things. But ultimately, that's the choice that I'm rooted in. A lot of people just get married to have kids because ultimately they're looking for unconditional love like that of a pet.
You on your way. You going to the top.
I just want to say this one thing and one thing only. I know half of y'all guys that be in my DM just got paid. It's Friday. So you know what? It's Friday. Take me out on a date, please. And thank you.
These hoes are beautiful bums. Remember I used to say that 3-4 years ago on this channel? Well, we're going to bring it back.
It's only masculine men that love you that want to solve a problem. Masculine men are not committed to taking care of someone they don't even know. Why is he supposed to spoil you and treat you and do all these things for you? He doesn't even know you. And I'll also say for the men, here's a hack to the men. If ladies want you to spend a ton of money on them, they don't like you. Because there is no woman that doesn't even know you that's okay with you investing in her, because her ears should be going up. If you give me thousands of dollars off the jump, what do you want? Like who sent you for real, right? That should be where her mind is going. Even if it's a few $100s to get my nails done. No, I'm thinking about your bank account and my bank account. And it's not necessary for you to do those things. It's very nice if you make the offer and the gesture, but it's not a necessity.
Well, the part that she's leaving out is when you offer to give a woman something, automatically she's like, well, what do I have to do? Like, I owe you a favor now. I've got to give you something, and I don't want to give you anything. So that's why I don't want to ask you for nothing. But if you're simpy enough to offer it to me, I'm not going to say no. It's just like us guys. They out here giving coochie away. What, you expect me to say no?
That's a negatory, good buddy.
I think I didn't find my husband yet because all the women expectations is really having the men go into a hole. Because who the hell is y'all to say y'all want a man that make $500,000 a year? They hide because of y'all unrealistic ass expectations. Dang. Send me somebody that got enough to make sure that I got lights on, water running, I'm smiling, and we eating. Y'all asking for the most. Y'all want a man to buy y'all a boat, I can't even say it right. Y'all want a man to buy y'all a boat, a yacht, and a crib, and pay for your kids' schooling, your desires, your kids' desires. Like, that shit, you hear how unrealistic that shit sound? This how a lot of y'all women sound. Ridiculous. That's why we ain't got nobody yet, because y'all scaring them into a damn hole. Please, separate me from everybody else. Husband, come find me. Husband, come find me.
These women exist. They're very hard to find. That's why I suggest if it were me and I was looking for another wife or two, I would let her come to me.
What did you say, nigga?
So, as the mystical third person that got added to an existing marriage to form a throuple relationship, a lot of people always ask me, what that's like in terms of the fact that I am joining an already existing relationship, the past that I missed out with them, and the fact that they are already so close, and I'll never fully be able to catch up to the depths of what their relationship has already achieved. That might not be fair to me. Well, let me tell you some of the perks that go along with that. Okay, yes, there are trade-offs and things that you do have to come to terms with, like missing out on that past. And they've missed out on parts of my past too, particularly as it relates to my son.
Stop right there. I know we're not all religious people here, but at the same time, you don't have to be a history teacher to understand history, right? I look at the Bible like a history book. That said, this verse from that book that says, in that day, 7 women will take hold of one man and say, whatever, just marry me, I guess, I'm paraphrasing. We're seeing it happen today. Now, these 7 broads that take hold of one man, who said they weren't going to be past OnlyFans models? Who said they weren't already going to have some kids? It didn't say this was going to be 7 dimes. I think was pretty telling is that it didn't say men are going to be running behind these hoes trying to figure out how to simp for them harder.
It's actually a good point.
But there are the great things, like when they sort of team up with each other to do something so grand and show their gestures of love for me in a way that never leave me doubting the fact that I am an equal in this relationship now. And just because I wasn't here for all of their relationship doesn't mean I'm not going to be here for the absolute rest of our collective relationship. And that I am just as important. And in fact, they've already had, it's like they've already had their time to spoil each other. So they sort of team up to spoil me. They did this in the way that they proposed to me. They did this in the gesture of going through the home buying process and coming out to the burbs just so that we could stay in a wonderful school district, my kiddo's existing school district, even though that meant that Paige was going to have a much longer commute than she's ever had before, right at the time when she's having to go back into the office all the time. And it's all because I have 2 amazing people that want to put their energy into spoiling me for the rest of our lives together and work so hard to make me feel not only like an equal, but also like a priority that they have to catch up on, even though they don't. I'm here for the long haul, but they feel the need to catch up on all the years that they didn't get to spoil me. So they do it regularly, and man, again.
Where do I sign up?
Something that people don't tell you, once you hit your mid to late 40s, there's just certain things you don't care about anymore. And I don't know, for me, I just hit this point this past week. I don't know what the hell sparked in me, but I just don't want to do the whole beat face anymore. I don't want to do the heavy makeup. I don't want to, overcompensate on a physical level. To people please. I just, and this is no shade to any of the girlies that, love a beat face, because I can totally appreciate that. And I probably still will do that on special occasions, but I cannot on the daily do contour. I'm not doing, eyeshadow and concealer and the foundation and all that. I want to put on a lip gloss, throw on maybe some mascara, and call it a day. I'm going to throw my hair up in a bun, or I'll leave it down au naturel without some product in it. I don't want to do all that. I just want it to be healthy and shiny and good to go. Cute outfit, cute shoes, maybe some matching earrings, smell good, go. And I don't care what people think about me anymore. I really don't care. If you don't like what I look like, cool. You ain't got to look. I'm good with that.
She doesn't care what you think about her marrying into a couple or a pre-established throuple. Not just her, but more women than we've even been paying attention to. We've been so busy at the gym, the job, or just streaming that we don't even notice these weird chicks out here. This is how bad it's gotten for women. But hold the line, men. Don't start simping for them. Stay stone-faced. Make them prove they can do everything that a man can do and approach you, because that's what we've been doing for thousands of years.
I had to give up my dreams of content creation, getting into the film industry, getting into something like that, to work a regular job.
Do not feel sorry for this lazy hoe. She know what she can do. Her coochie works, and all she got to do is show it to the guy of her choosing, and that dude will take care of her. She's a hard-headed hoe. Suffer, bitch.
And that happens to a lot of people. And I thought to myself, you know, because this current job I'm at, I'm having problems with it. And I was like, am I going to be stacking shelves until I'm 50?
Yes!
And that was a real thought, because I'm not getting much younger. I'm going to be hitting my 30s soon. And I'm like, I don't think I can do this type of work forever, you know? And I was looking around me, you know, everyone around me is younger than me that works with me. And I'm just like, this is like a job for kids. Like, this is not, you know, for me. It's not something that I can live off of. Like, even the extra $5 an hour, I'm like, this is not big enough. This is not, I'm not happy with where I'm at.
Just admit it. Feminism failed you. It's all good. It failed everyone.
A lot of people want to blame social media for the way the dating pool is. I don't blame social media. This isn't like the 50s when people would get married and plan how many kids they wanted to have. Today's adults came from, you know, alcohol, drugs, the condom broke. I was trying to get someone jealous. I was locking him down. He had money, so I needed that child support. Things like that didn't exist back in the day. So the reasons for having kids have changed. And the essence of people's creation is different. It's not my parents were married, they loved each other, and they wanted to have a boy and a girl. No. Now, you're dating somebody that was a mistake or a oopsie daisy or he just happened. It's not legitimate.
So I went on a first date and a car was about to hit me and he grabbed me and pulled me away. And I don't know why, but that just gave me the ick because it's literally the first date. Why are you so obsessed with me? Like, it was just so desperate. And it's like, play it cool.
You want to save somebody? Save yourself.
Something I've learned at my big age is that a man that wants you will come for you. He will come and get you.
Nobody came for you yet, bitch? Boy, I hope this social media dating guru crap works for you before you end up being like this lonely broad. Matter of fact, play the song for these hoes.
Hey y'all, I'm branding myself as your big...
You could have been married in your 20s, but you had to be a lonely and dumb chick.
American men are flying to other countries to find wives, and a lot of women are enraged. But have you asked them why?
We as men know exactly why, and it's because women feel all they need to offer is their looks. Oh, do women know why? Yeah, them hoes know why. They don't care though, but still tell us.
Because a lot of foreign women are still very traditional. They still believe in supporting their men, cooking, being grateful, and putting family first. Meanwhile, American women and a lot of Latin American women think that asking them to be pleasant is somehow oppression. Can you blame people for going where they're being appreciated?
Yes, these ungrateful broads of today will blame you for anything. But what do you think about this video, guys? Because we got to stop laughing at these girls today. Come back tomorrow and we'll laugh at them again. You like this video? You don't like this video. You like laughing at these broads? You don't like laughing at these broads. Leave it in the comments and tell me. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, share the channel. Also, you can check out my shorts. They're super lit. Watch another video as I put them up, and we'll see you again next time. #MGTOW out this thing.